Well, today we're going to start off, we're going to rip some boards to start building the wooden part of the cubby. Well, as you can see, I have the cubby hole box formed. So the next plan is to try and figure out a place where I can mount the speaker. I'm not sure if I want to mount it in the box or just around this area here. I have to figure that one out. So my cubby box is fitted and I'm happy with the shape. I have my speaker area here. I just added off camera this trim piece up top. Now, I'll cut this out to fit underneath. It's 1/4 inch like Luan sanded plywood. And the piece I cut out will be the back of the cubby. And then the next step will be to put the pine gun and groove on. Let's have at it. Okay, success. I cut it out with a jigsaw. Now I'm going to use the remaining piece. I'm going to glue and nail to the back of the box. That's the next step. Come out pretty good. I'm happy with the progress. The back has been cut, put on. It's been glued all the way around. Now I'll put some brad nails in it to hold it till the glue dries. It's coming together. This door, I want the box to stay flush with the paneling, just the frame around it. I don't want it to stick out like the other one. And the reason is so there's a space between my bed and the closed door that I could stand something up like a little table or something on that order. But in order to get it flush, I have to take the box back out and trim this area here about 3/4 of an inch. And then on the final product, I'll have a frame around it. That should do the trick. lot of thinking about the finished product, so today we're just gonna work on it and see how far we get. Since my last video, I did do all the cutting and pieces I need, so I just need to clean them up and assemble. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If there's anything you'd like to see or hear or talk about, please leave it in the comments. I find it a little easier to sand a little bit as I go rather than wait till the end. And then in the end, give it a final sanding, but a little bit at a time makes it easier in the end. Well, the opening was so big I decided we would go with a shelf. So we're going to glue it up and put it in. Trick I found to get the doors the same height is to cut a board for the distance and use it on both sides as a spacer. Side one. Side two. And it squares it up nice along the bottom. And we'll throw a couple brad nails in that. Hold it. Perfect. Put the board back in and double check this side. All right. I'm kind of lining up with this line with the brad nailer. Right on to the end of the day, I can get a lot of it. Throw a couple across the back. Again, using this as a spacer so I know where the nail should be. I'm about a 1/2 inch up off there. So here we go. %, both sides. Good day so far. Alright, next I'm going to apply molding around here, but I have an idea about putting a cargo net on here, so I have to play with that a little bit first. Got this old cargo net from an SUV. Now my idea is to cut it, fit, and hopefully work as a front for the cubby to hold things in place. That's the plan anyway. You gotta cut the fit, see what happens. I think the cargo net idea is gonna work beautiful. I stapled it down to fit my opening off camera because I couldn't find my staple gun. I ended up having to use this as a roofer's staple gun. You know, I'm not very organized when it comes to my tools, so I spend a lot of time looking for them. But this is working out, so I'm glad. I just have to trim it, and then you'll see how I continue to finish it off. Well, that certainly wasn't fun, but now I'm going to finish it off with my favorite Gorilla Glue. I think they make the best products out there. This is the strongest one, besides the one you use moisture with. I believe this will keep these things in place for the duration. Give each connection, a dab. Wasn't easy to get this to fit, but I'm sure glad I did. I like the outcome. Okay, now I can start fitting the molding on, which will go like this. And that'll tie it all together. That's the plan anyway. We'll see how it goes. I pre-cut these pieces, so now I just have to figure out which one goes where. Well, as you see, I have a little bit of problem already. Maybe I made that too tight. Maybe not. Well, let me see what I can do with this. This piece of molding is giving me a hard time. Well, let's try to make bigger hammers. Well, that seemed to do the trick. Let's try the other side. I'm gonna run into the same problem over here. I gotta cut this one over here. This is definitely a tight fit, but it's good. This one's going to be no problem. I should. Yep, let's change our mind on that one. Try it up a little bit. Want. Next one's going to be a bit of a bugger. But we're going to get it. Well, we lost that piece of molding. Things happen. Nope, we'll have to start all over. We'll recut that little piece. Wow, that was sure tough getting that piece in up there. I got it in on camera. Thank God it was ugly, but finally went in. I have to put this last piece in, and I think we're doing all right on our idea of using a cargo. I think it's working fine. All right, clean it up, see how it looks. Now that I have it roughly put together, I'm going to give it another sanding, Then I'll put some body filler on all the imperfections where the brad nails were and all the little imperfections I can see. You know, they hide a lot of little mistakes. They'll look good in the end. But for now, I'm gonna hit the sander again. Okay, now I'll put a little wood filler in the imperfections. And when it dries, we'll sand it down and go a little further. Well, we'll let that dry and we'll come back and sand it again. Well, we're getting a little closer. We'll give it a final sanding and then we're going to hit it with some polyurethane. Blow it off and start putting some polyurethane on it. Looking pretty good. Sanded, wiped down, blew all the dust off. Get ready to put that coat of polyurethane on it. Actually, probably 4 or 5 coats of polyurethane on it and call it a done deal. Just a matte finish, but it seems to have a little bit of a semi-gloss effect. My dog, it's Buster. Okay, I think we'll let that coat dry and we'll come back and we'll hit it again in about a half hour. Well, when I was putting the poly on the doors outside, we had a little rain come in, not bad, just a couple drips. And I decided to move in and finish it in the garage. And once I got going, I never stopped to videotape anything. There's the finished product. There's the other one, the first one I have done. The reason why it's a smaller rectangle on the bottom, on the opposite side of the door, there's the indentation where the license plate and stuff is. So there really wasn't an empty cavity back there. But now, look at the room gained by doing this to the door. I got at least an extra 4 or 5 inches from that cavity for storage. And I also clipped the panels on with the original snap caps, like I showed in the opposite in earlier videos. Show you how they work. Just screw with the snap cap, and the cap has a area on it that'll snap over it. Whoa. There we go, it's snapped on. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video and come back for more. I really enjoyed doing it, and I hope there's more in the future. Oh, I'll give one more shot with the curtains down. There. The rest of my van is all pine, tongue and groove also, which when I am done, I'll have a van tour, but that won't be for a while yet. Thank you, everybody. Have fun with your summer in your van and just experience life to its fullest.